Okay, welcome today to Harmony Point Acupuncture's YouTube channel. We usually post 2 videos a week, Yoga Qigong and Pranayama Breathwork. This class is Yoga Qigong. Welcome. If you like what you're experiencing here, please give us a thumbs up, drop us a line in the comments. We'd love to know how you're doing, and please subscribe. Thank you for your support. Okay, so we're going to emphasize today, we're going to work on the half moon pose very slowly, alternating with some more vigorous shoulder pumping. So we're going to kind of go back and forth between some slow and more vigorous movements. Okay, but first we're going to begin by bringing our energy inwards and bringing our awareness to the tip of the nostrils. Just feel that cool air coming in and the warm air flowing out. Just be with that for a few moments. Cool air is coming in, warm air is flowing out. And we're going to set our intention for this class on really giving ourselves permission to slow down and focus on movements very specifically. Focus on details of movements that we usually take for granted. And this is a perfect time right now. If you have any personal prayers, mantras, anything you'd like to say in any tradition you practice, even if it's just something you do for yourself, even if it's something that occurs to you that feels important today, you can say that to yourself. Or if it's a prayer you usually say, that can work too. Anything that feels helpful today that you'd like to say to yourself. And if nothing in particular is coming to mind, that's fine too. I would just encourage you to take a moment to really focus your personal intention for this class. I'd like to express my gratitude to all of my amazing teachers. So let's stand up slowly. Begin with our fingers interlocked breathing. So we're going to interlock the hands. I'm going to inhale and exhale. Now we're going to come up at an angle and continue to practice. And relax. Hands to the side of the body. Notice the effects of the practice on the forearms, the hands, the wrists. And just stand. Keep some distance. I'll go over what I call our default posture, which is we want our palms to be stretched open. We want there to be distance between the side of the body and the arms. We want our face relaxed and our tongue in the roof of the mouth. From this posture, we're going to go on to the ankle stretch breathing. So we're going to take a breath in and come up on our toes. Exhale, coming down. Very gentle quality, like we're moving through water. And stop the practice. We'll just stand for a moment. Now we're going to bring the palms together in front of the chest. We're going to feel that energy between the palms. We'll take a breath in and open up the chest. And exhale, back together. And again, keeping those palms nice and open. Okay, now we're going to separate the feet about shoulder width, and we're going to continue the chest opening breathing, but this time it's going to be from this posture. So the fingertips are going to be pointed towards each other, and you want to act like your palms are resting on a bar stool or bar, some kind of tabletop in front of you that's at the chest level. Bar, yes, could be. But you want to feel like you want to stand as if your elbows are being supported. So it's a very relaxed posture, very generous quality of the stance. And let's continue. Relax. Hands at the side of the body. Our default position. Okay, now we're going to separate the feet and just go from side to side. Having the idea here that we're just letting anything we don't want to hold on to just slide right off the body. Loosen up the shoulders, back and forth. The other direction. Rotate the wrists one direction, other fingers. Now we'll spend a few moments here in our default posture. Face is relaxed, tongue's at the roof of the mouth, palms are open. And we're going to begin to do what we're going to call shoulder pumping. So we're going to inhale and bring our hands in a fist at the side of the body, and then exhale, exhale through the mouth. So inhale up through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale. Inhale. And when you come down, you can tense those hands for a moment, just to, so rather than having we want that a little bit of tension in the hands when we come down. So it's not the same as the default stance where we're relaxed, but we want to kind of have a little tension in the hands when we come down. So and relax. And now go back to your default posture where your hands are open but not tensed. Your space here, face is relaxed, tongue is at the roof. Okay, now we're going to go into our half moon pose very slowly. So on the right side, we're going to draw the right arm away from the right side of the body very slowly. So we're going to leave the left side be, and we're going to very slowly draw the right arm away from the right side of the body. And as you're doing this, pay attention to all the sensations along the right side. Once the right arm is perpendicular to the right side of the body, you can bring awareness to the center of your wrist, your right wrist. Turn the palm upwards and continue towards your ear very slowly, and again, paying attention to all the sensations here. So you want to bring the right arm very slowly to the right ear. Once your right arm is against your right, you're going to reach the right fingertips upwards and lean to the left, feeling the compression on the left side, the stretch on the right. Now you're going to come back straight up, reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling, and slowly draw your right arm away from your right ear, very, very slowly. Once your right arm is perpendicular to the body, again, bring awareness to that point in the center of the right wrist. Turn around that point and slowly bring your right arm down to your right side. See how slowly you can perform this. And relax. Stand here in our default posture for a moment. Take a moment to notice the two sides. We've worked one side, we haven't worked the other side yet. Notice how they feel, the two sides. Now we're going to work with the left side. We're going to slowly bring the left arm away from the left side of the body. Very, very slowly, paying attention to all the sensations. here. Once your arm is perpendicular to the left side of the body, bring awareness to the center of the left wrist and turn upwards and continue. Bringing the left arm towards the left ear. Very slowly. Once the left arm is touching the left ear, you can lean to the right. Feeling the stretch all down the left side of the body. Compression on the right. We're going to come back up straight. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling and slowly bring the left arm down. Very slowly. And once the left hand is perpendicular to the body, bring awareness to that point. Turn the right palm down and continue on down. And relax. Just pay attention again. Now we've worked both sides. So you may still notice a difference between the sides. Just pay attention to what you're feeling. In our default posture, our palms are nice and open, face is relaxed, tongue is open. And now we're going to do some shoulder pumping the other way. So we're going to make a loose fist, inhale, and exhale up. And when you exhale up, you're going to tense your hands again. So this is the default posture, is when your hands are naturally spread open. But then when we reach up, we're going to intentionally tense our hands. Okay, so let's begin. And so we're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And relax in the default posture. Before we sit down, let's just do a few of our snake arms. We're going to have our feet about shoulder width apart. The right hand is facing up in front of the body. Left is pushing to the right. Reverse. Left hand is facing up. Right is pushing to the left. stop the practice, and again, we'll stand in our default posture. Now let's come on down to the floor. And we'll just begin by doing our circles. One direction. And reverse directions. Imagine a straight rod through the center of the body and moving out that rod as if it were a boat mast in one direction. In the other direction. And we'll come back to the center. Okay, and now we're going to loosen up the right hip. We're going to bring the left leg out. Left leg out, loosen up the right hip. Do a bunch of loosening here for the lower part of the body. Okay, now we're going to put the outside of the right foot either on top of the left thigh or the bottom part of the right foot against the inner part of the left thigh, or straight out. Straight out, you're going to be going inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Tear, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Tear, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So we're visualizing this right hip as healthy, lubricated, and flexible. Ready? Inhale, exhale, 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 inhale. Very good. We're going to come under the right thigh. Pretend we have a drawing implement between our toes. We're drawing in one direction and the other direction. We're drawing from the ankle in one direction and the other direction. Any point, you can come in and out as well. Side, left side. Put the outside of the left foot on top of the right thigh, the bottom of the left foot against the inner part of the right thigh, or straight out. If you're going straight out, you're going to be going inhale, exhale, exhale. Here you're going to be going inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you're here, you're going to be going inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So we're visualizing this left hip as healthy, lubricated, and flexible. Let's begin. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're going to come under the left thigh, put a drawing implement between our toes, draw a circle in one direction and the other direction. Draw a circle from the ankle in one direction. Straighten out a little bit, right? And shake everything out. And sit back and relax. Just appreciate all the sensations that follow the practice in the lower part of the body. Now we're going to move on to some neck and shoulder stuff. So we're going to begin by just doing some shoulder shrugs. We're going to keep all this relaxed, and the movement's going to be from here. Okay. So we're going to inhale up, exhale down. Stop the practice. We're going to inhale, lean back, open up the throat. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to the center. Exhale left. Inhale back to the center. Exhale right. Inhale back to the center. Exhale left. Inhale back to the center. Exhale right. Inhale back to the center. Exhale left ear to left shoulder. Feel the stretch down the right side of the body. Inhale back to the center. Exhale right ear to right shoulder. Feel the stretch down the left side of the body. Inhale back to the center. Exhale left ear to left shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Exhale right ear to right shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Now go all the way around. Exhale to the floor and inhale from the ceiling. And reverse directions. And come back to the center. Sit for a moment. And now let's come on down to the floor. Do some spinal twists. Bring the arms are out perpendicular to the body, palms down. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we'll twist the knees to the left and the face to the right. Inhale back to the center. Exhale and twist. Go back to the center. Exhale and twist. Go back to the center. Twist. Center. Exhale, twist. Back to the center. Twist. Do a few more at your own pace. And come back to the center, relax. Palms up. Release into the floor. Palms up overhead. We're going to do some chest opening breath from this posture. We're going to inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, back together. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Feel that between the palms. Feel the energy between the palms. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. And release into the floor. And now we're going to move on into our deep relaxation. So you can do this two ways. You can lie down here and be like this. You can prop something under your knees or under your neck. You can sit up. I'm going to sit up to guide us, but I'd strongly suggest that if you're sitting up, that you support your back against the wall or the chair. So I'll give everyone a moment. I'm going to be right back. I'll give everybody a moment to get comfortable for the deep relaxation. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to move on into our deep relaxation. And the first thing we're going to do is really scan the whole surface of your back and just notice the sensation of your back against the floor or the chair, and just feel the contact between the surface of your back and the floor of the chair. Really take a moment to survey that. Really notice how that feels. And now bring your awareness to your breath. And just notice the breath in the abdomen. And just notice that as you inhale, your abdomen's rising. And as you exhale, your abdomen falls. And your abdomen's just rising and falling all on its own. There's nothing you need to do about it. And just be with that breath in the abdomen. Abdomen's rising on the inhalation, falling on the exhalation. Be with the breath in the abdomen. And now we're going to begin to relax the body in parts. And we're going to begin with the lower part of the body. We're going to relax the toes, relax the soles of the feet, relax the top of the feet, relax the ankles, relax the calves, relax the shins, relax the knees, relax the thighs, relax the buttocks, relax the hip and groin area. Allow the entire lower portion of your body to be completely relaxed. And now, with awareness focused on this lower portion of the body, we're going to take a breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to tone the sound. Ready, breath in. And again, breath in. And one more time, breath in. And now we're going to bring our awareness into the middle part of the body. We're going to relax the abdomen, relax the low back, relax the mid back, relax the upper back, relax the rib cage, relax the shoulders, relax the upper arms and the chest, relax the elbows, relax the forearms, relax the hands, relax the fingers, relax the fingertips. Allow the entire middle portion of the body to be completely relaxed. And now, with awareness focused on this middle portion of the body, we can take a breath in, and as we exhale, we'll tone the sound. Ready, breath in. And again, breath in. And one more time, breath in. Now we're going to bring our awareness up into the upper part of the body. We're going to relax the throat, relax the back of the neck, relax the base of the skull, relax the back of the head, relax the top of the head, relax the forehead, relax the eyebrows, relax the eyes, relax the face, relax the mouth, relax the tongue, relax the teeth, Relax the jaw. Allow the entire throat and head area to be completely relaxed. And now, with awareness focused on this throat and head area, we're going to take a breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to tone the sound. Ready? Breath in. And again, breath in. And one more time, breath in. And now we're going to bring all three sounds together, the ah, the o, and the and we're going to tone them sequentially, ah in the lower part of the body, o in the middle part of the body, and in the throat and head area. And we're going to tone one into the next, ah, and we're going to do that 3 times. Take a breath in. Breath in. Breath in. And now we're going to continue toning Om. And I'm going to guide us in such a way that there's going to be a space between the end of one Om and the beginning of the next Om. And as we tone, that space is going to become a little bit longer each time. And what we want to do is we want to focus our awareness on that space, on that silence that's happening between the sounds. And as that silence expands, we want to envision ourselves actually becoming a part of that silence, of that empty space, like we're kind of merging with that empty space. And you probably heard me say before that it's possible when you're merging with the empty space that your breath may naturally suspend itself. And if that happens, just allow that to happen. But it doesn't really matter. You don't have to do anything in particular with your breath at all during the space. And I really would discourage anyone from attempting to hold their breath during the space. The whole idea is to really move into the emptiness and do not worry about your breath. You may notice that your breath has stopped for a moment for that time, and then it wants to start it, and that's all fine. You don't have to worry about what your breath is doing. Okay, let's begin. We're going to begin with the tone. Take a breath in. 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 And now take a breath in for one final Aum, and this time really experience each of the three parts of the sound in each of the three parts of the body. Ready, breath in. Now gradually bring awareness back into the body. Begin to move the fingers and toes. And slowly bring yourself up to a seated position. If you're lying down, keeping your eyes closed if you can, or if you're sitting back, just sit forward, keeping your eyes closed. And once you're sitting back or sitting forward, rub your palms together, get them nice and warm, and cup them gently over your eyes, and pull your palms away from your eyes as you open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining.